Hello and welcome everybody to another Final Fantasy draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 2. We are getting ever so close to getting to Mythic here before the Pro Tour begins. We had a really fantastic trophy with a really solid blue-red spells deck. I think it's one of my most successful archetypes. I just think it's really strong. The signposts and comments are incredible. And I really liked blue. I think it's my favorite color in the format. No surprise. All right. Now, before we head into this draft, though, I just want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Final Fantasy, or if you wanted to buy some singles to round out your constructed decks, your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you need top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also going to be at MagicCon Las Vegas. So swing by the booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. Oh, you know, as far as 8-drops goes, this might be one of the best 8-drops ever for limited. It has, right now, I know the format is still, like a week or whatever. It's one of the best cards in the entire set, which is kind of insane. It's up there at least. So yeah, we're going to first pick the Ardyn and do everything we can to play this card. Now, this goes in many strategies. We can play Golgari and ramp into it, or it can be a top-end finisher in a Dimir control deck. But yes, Ardyn is absolutely fantastic and nothing comes close. And what better way to start the draft than first picking an Ardyn and doing everything I can to try to draft around this incredible rare. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 2. See, black-white, I don't know that I love Ardyn in a black-white deck, so I don't think I want to take the Moogle here. And if I don't want to take the Moogle, what do I want to take, right? There's Capital City, which I think is just good. It's just a land that cycles and helps filter colors that you need. And I know that it's probably going to make it in most of my decks. There's nothing that's great in... Like, I don't know what I want to pair Ardyn with yet. I could also take the Treno. But I like the flexibility of the Capital. I'm going to just take this. Just, look, if I took a weaker card, pack 1, pick 1, I might take the Moogle here. But let's take the Capital City here because I want to go a little deep here, right? We first picked an Ardyn. Let's have some fun. Let's figure out where we need to be. So now we have the interesting choice. I don't really care about Prompto Argentum or even the Dark Knight's Greatsword. I think for me, and I think Blitzball is an effect I can get later. I'm looking at Dragoon's Wyvern versus Fat Chocobo. They're both really solid. I think I'm going to go with the Chocobo, though. I feel like I'm much more interested in ramping into this than playing it as a top-end finisher. I mean, I think they're both good, but let's take the Fat Chocobo. But I am happy to shift gears depending on what I see moving forward. Moving on to pack 1, pick 4, there's a Poo Poo UFO, which does help you ramp. And if I'm doing the Towns thing, it can be interesting. There's also Cornered by Black Mages, which I think is just a really good card. So I think I'm just going to take that here. Just a solid removal effect and move on. And now we have, wow, some interesting picks. There's a Suplex here, which again, I don't think I want because I don't think in black-red this, like, again, I'm trying to find the color combinations that works best with Ardyn. And for me, that's blue-black and green-black. So I don't think I'm going to take the Suplex here. So here there is a Colosseum Behemoth and like a Sahagin or a Dreams of Laguna. You know, we just drafted a blue deck. Why don't we take the Behemoth? Pack 1, pick 5. This could also be an indication that green is open. We'll see. Our curve is obviously looking extremely heavy right now. That's a late call, the Mountain Chocobo, but there is another Summon Fat Chocobo. That is a fantastic card. So we're going to take that here. And ooh, there is a Town Greeter, and this is perfect. Green does this is one of Green's best commons, and seeing it pick 7 is a really good sign. Just the fact that I'm not seeing a whole bunch of black cards doesn't matter. Like, I will fight people for it, but let's take the Town Greeter here. This is the, oh, another Town Greeter. That's great. So now, that's also a Dreams of Laguna, and a Suplex. Wow. Yeah, this pack must have been nuts. But with 2 Town Greeters, like, I know that I'm going to hit my land drops, but additionally, I'm going to be looking for at least one way, like a fight on, one way to get back creatures from my graveyard, just to make sure that these cards can, just so I can get back the Ardyn if that happens. Here we have Sash's Chocobo versus Gigantoad. I'll take the Chocobo. Solid 1-mana play. Also, the Gigantoad is just highly replaceable, and we haven't really been seeing a ton of good blue, so this seems to be an okay place to start. Now I'll take an Undercity Dire Rat. You know, it's a 2-drop, right? It's a 2-drop, and the treasure also allows us to ramp a little bit, so I'm happy with that. Moving on here, nothing that looks all that exciting in this pack. I'll just speculate on the red-white town, just because I don't see myself playing the Adventurer's Airship. But probably not going to play it. There's a Bard's Bow. I mean, totally fine filler level card if we need. Ooh, Guado Solemn is a good one. Just because oftentimes when you draft this deck, you end up in some kind of like Sultai deck. Oh, green-white land. Okay. I mean, we're getting a bunch of towns. That's cool. But right now, I just want to ramp into Ardyn. Okay, what do we take here? Pack 2, pick 1. There is an Eject on the splash. Machinist's Arsenal. This card is really strong in any equipment-based deck, but unfortunately, this is just not the deck for the Arsenal, so I don't think I want it here. God, is it the Behemoth? I don't really love Reno and Rude in black-green. There's also Grand Pulse Ochu. Whatever. Whatever. This card is really good. I just need to make sure that I'm responsible and ramp into it. Okay. Pack 2, pick 2, Nibelheim of Flame. Oh my gosh, this card is an absolute slam dunk bomb. But I already have an absolute slam dunk bomb, so I don't think I want that. Here, there's the Final Days. Like, I don't make a ton of tokens generally. I mean, I have a few. But I don't think it's the Quina. I think it's... I mean, honestly, if I build a proper Golgari graveyard deck, I think Final Days is an important part of that. So I'm going to take that. Grand Pulse Ochu is good, but I find that I've been getting those kind of late-ish. So I just don't put as high of a priority on it. Okay, this could be a Reach the Horizons deck. There is also a BalMT Rexar, but I am really looking to ramp, big time ramp. But I think I'm taking the Rexar. I mean, this gets me a land, it gains me life. I think we'll go with that. Is my curve high? Yes. But it'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. Oh my gosh, this is like literally the best rare in the set. This is insane. I don't know what was in this pack. There's also a Vane's Treachery, but Saj Catsroy is ridiculous. It's a 4-mana 3/3 that gets you a land, and when it attacks, it's like a 5/5. I even have Fat Chocobo to search if I need. Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe I got that pick 4. That is unbelievable. Very, very happy about that. So now our top end is just completely covered. Let's lower our mana curve, shall we? There's a Shinra Reinforcements, but I think this is more important. I'll find some self-mill effects, but my spell count is pretty low. I think this is more... I think making sure that I get the first copy of Fight On is pretty important. Gubu Gardener all day, every day. Very, very happy about that. And now we have a Reach the Horizon. Honestly, if there is a Reach the Horizon deck, it's probably this one. I don't really care too much about Commune with Beavers. And Ignis Scientia is good, but not like good enough on the splash, I don't think. I'm still not sure if I'm going to play this. Taking a turn off to get 2 lands is kind of brutal, but we'll take it. I mean, at the same time, like, if there is a deck where this card will be good, it is this deck. Double Colosseum, Behemoth, and Ardyn the Usurper. So now I just need to focus on some interaction and cheap cards. Ooh, the Ochu is perfect for this style of deck. Actually, the Sash's Chocobo is probably not very good in this deck. Well, I'll take more Grand Pulse Ochus. Like, now I just want the creatures that just help me survive into the late game. right? Ooh, this helps me survive, but I have triple black, double green. I guess if I play Reach the Horizon, it's pretty interesting playing Adventures in. I'll take Clash of the Icons. I don't really love this card, though. I like whole black-green town last pick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't really love this. Like, I don't like fight effects in general, so I'm probably not even going to play this. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Moving on to Pack 3, Pick 1, we have Town Greeter, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to take. This is the 2-drop that you want in these Golgari decks. It's absolutely the 2-drop that you want. All right, moving on to Pack 3, Pick 2. Don't have a ton of towns. Like, I don't know how good the UFO is here. How good is Sash's Chocobo? You know what? I'm just going to try it. Like, it still feels really good if you can play it turn 1. All right, moving on to Pack 3, Pick 3. There's a Poo Poo UFO and a Geisal Greens. This just does not seem like a very good card to me. I'll play this. It's got Flashback. I have some Town Greeters. It's a 2-drop. Oh, Esper Origins? Wow, okay. Omega is interesting, but this card is, I think, like a really, really good green rare. It ramps you too. If you flash it back, let's take Esper Origins. Admittedly, I was not high on this before, but I do think this card is quite nice. Look at our spells, by the way. We have 4 of them. Everything else is kind of like a mana card, but I still think, I don't know. I'm still liking where this is. What are we at? 16 creatures? Plenty of things to do early. I probably don't want to play the inn still. I don't know. All right, Pack 3, Pick 3 gives us... What do? 3 mana, 2/2 lifelinker. At the beginning of each of your post-combat main phase, you may pay X life. If you do, draw X cards. I don't need that kind of effect. I just want another, like, cheap-ish thing to play. I can either play Hecht Eyes or Precious Wanderings. And I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing, just keep taking cheap creatures. Hecht Eyes is totally fine in this type of deck. And this is certainly not a Tifa's Limit Break deck. I really like Swallowed by Leviathan as a counterspell, but I actually think Shinra Reinforcements will be just fine here. Oh, another Town Greeter? Goodness. Okay. I mean, I will take all of them. This is just a nice creature that lets me hit my land drops. Honestly, I don't even know that I need to ramp. Like, now that I look at my deck, it's just like, I can just naturally hit my lands and play this. And, I mean, I have 4 Town Greeters and a a Gubu Gardener. Oh, Capital City? I don't think I need a 3rd one of these or a 3rd Chocobo. So I guess I'll take this because it cycles. Also, I have, like, way more than enough playables. Sure. Okay, I'll take a Wanderings. Another Greens. Wow, I don't know what to cut. I do not know what to cut. Probably can cut Shinra Reinforcements, because I have quad Town Greeter. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the Geisal Greens. Maybe the Rat. This deck looks fun. It definitely looks fun. 25. Maybe we cut this. Another Bard's Bow. Creature counts at 17. Esper Remu, that late, huh? All right. Well, this one went pretty cool, pretty smoothly. You know, I always do this, but anyways, bear with me, please, as we figure this out. This is going to be, you know, given that I have 2 lands that cycle and so many expensive cards, I think I'm just going to keep it to 17 lands here. Can cut the Bard's Bows, probably. Like I said, I don't really like fight spells, and all my cheap stuff isn't even particularly strong. I don't know why they put this here. It's a sorcery. I think this is actually probably the worst of my twos. Like, this ramps me. Like, anything that helps ramps me and blocks early is still pretty good. And we are very, very heavy on cheap things to play anyway, so we can certainly cut some 2-drops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 14 things to play on turn 2. Yeah. Let's cut the Geisel greens. This still gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 creatures to play early. Okay. Then now we need to cut 2 more cards. Our creature count is at 19. 20, actually. Or 19 if you count this. Okay. All right. Well, the final days is probably staying. I'm just going to stay. I like all of my top-end stuff. Also, given all my green 1-drops, I think I want to go like 1 more forest, 1 less swamp. That seems fine. Honestly, I think I can probably cut the... You know, I really like this card in general, but I think in a deck that can't really utilize the sacrifice part of this very much, I don't know that it's as useful. Like, I think there's more value in a 2/2 that can trade, that can turn into something that I can ramp into a little bit more. And I also like the value of something like this, where once I have a bunch of mill cards in the absolute late game, not only does this trade with everything, in the absolute late game, I can use this to potentially just like smack my opponent for 1 million. Especially with Fat Chocobo. So yeah, let's cut a Heck Dice. Also, I just realized this is a combo. It's literally his Chocobo. I just didn't even put that together. It should give the Chocobo trample. I'm really having a tough time figuring out what my last cut is. It could be a Grand Pulse Ochu, just because I have so many cheap things. I kind of like having a couple of ramp spells. You know what? I'm just going to cut Reach the Horizon. But I have so many expensive cards. But I have so many ways to hit my lands too. My deck is almost entirely lands. And I like the Wanderings because I don't have a lot of 3-drops and I can use it as a combat trick for the Chocobo. So let's try something like this and see how this plays out. All right. All in on ramp, or black-green Ardyn. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support, as it truly means a lot and allows me to continue making all of this content. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I do believe is a great way to up your limited game. Okay, so I guess this hand is okay. I mean, this is why I considered cutting one of these, just because I have so many cheap things and drawing them in multiples early isn't particularly strong. But like at the same time, I feel like I have to keep this. Basically, the way that this deck works is like I have to draw my heavy hitters. Let's get back Capital City. Okay, I don't want to ramp them just yet. Another town greeter, okay. Okay. I guess they have a removal spell for Ochu. Vein's Treachery. Oh, they sacked the... Oh, because they didn't have a thing to play. Fair enough. Okay. And let's get back the swamp. I mean... Like, the issue is getting to 8 lands is very difficult. But, obviously, like, it's just, you know, you're playing it kind of because it's a 1-mana, 1/1 Death Touch creature. And like I said before, this deck is super heavy on mana sources. Like, you know, it's a little bit weird, but I wonder if it's correct to just play 16 lands and play the Explosive Vegetation card. That might actually be correct. Let's cycle this. There's our Ardyn. Let's attack. Wait, they're Grixis? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go 16 lands, Explosive Vegetation. Oh, there's Phyton. That's great. Alright, let's play the Fat Chocobo. We have Phyton. What can we get back? Nothing in my graveyard I really care about. Oh, Vivi. Vivi is super strong. Okay. And we drew Sash's Chocobo. Okay, and then what can I get back? I can get back the Gardener so that I can play the Ardyn next turn, which I think will basically just end the game. Let's get back Ochu and Gardener. Play Gardener. And yep, we get to play Ardyn next turn. So they can't even generate any mana from the Vivi just yet. And we have like a pretty overwhelming board here. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I guess I could exile 2 creatures out of my graveyard. Do they have anything? I mean, who am I kidding? They are just straight up dead next turn, right? Most likely. Okay. All right. Well, we went wide and we killed our opponent. Okay, yeah, let's make that adjustment. The thing is, I'm just not that concerned that I'm going to miss land drops, and I do think there's a lot of value in the ramp, so that's on me. Let's cut another swamp. Okay, let's go. We basically absolutely need to have green early, so 9 green is like the bare minimum, I think. All right, on the play here, it's all lands, but I'm going to keep. I do have the Reach to Horizons here to ramp us to our big things. Oh, Esper Origins. Well, I don't need Town Greeter in play, so yeah. Let's play this and see if we want to play something here. I don't think I need another Town Greeter. I mean, I'll take the Chocobo. Ultros, okay. Hopefully we hit a land. We did. Get a... Ardyn is triple black, so let's do that. We'll hold off on playing the capital city for as long as we can. Okay, no play from the opponent. They could have Syncopate. They certainly could. So let's just go with Reach the Horizons. Yep. They're a super controlling deck. Like, we're okay trying to race here, I think. This thing just stays in play forever. Yep. I mean, that's kind of also why I attacked. Okay. I don't think it's time for this yet. I think we just go make a Fat Chocobo. And then if they lock it down, they lock it down. But I just want to build a pretty big board presence. But Ultros is going to be quite strong here. There's a land. They're on like Sultai good stuff. Okay. Tap down Fat Chocobo. Sure. Oh. Okay. They must have a sleep magic or something? I don't know. I called it. How does he do it? How does he do it? Yeah, this is brutal. And the thing is, my deck doesn't have any removal, right? So it's just like... Alright. Like, now they're going to tap down the Rexar, play something big, and... Just like everything always gets eternally tapped down, which is not great. There you go. Here, the only upside here is that like they drew a card for their turn and didn't add to the board, and you know, like the creatures will do something at some point. And like it's not like they're attacking me for a ton here either. Four cards in graveyard for the opponent. I mean, they're just blue. They're basically just blue. Kerplunk. They can't counter it, so... I mean, do I just take the Shinra reinforcements just because it's a card, I guess? I don't want Town Greeter. Because this comes in. I guarantee the card. Okay. We play the land. Attack. And I'm actually going to play the Gardener here over the reinforcements. I just want to have access to more mana, and this makes sure that I can cast Ardyn. But hey, I mean, this is a very formidable board. They could have Avenged Treachery here. We'll see. But like, I also want to have the mana to like, you know, cycle the capital city, get value there. They have 4 cards in hand and a Retrieve the Esper. I mean, if this thing lives and I make a huge board, it's not bad for me. I don't know. Maybe it was better just to mill this and just hit a card in the dark. Hit a blind card. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what would be nice to hit? Final Days. Like, we have 2 flashback graveyard cards that are relevant. Big turn for the opponent, because I have a huge board, so they need to be very, very careful what they do here. Sack a creature. Okay, I'll sack the Chocobo. That's going to die next turn. All my stuff tramples anyways. Three cards in hand, and then they pass? This is very odd. Oh, they're gonna tap something? Sure. Yep. That's fine. Okay, Ardyn off the top. Ooh! Saj Katzroy. Yep, I'm gonna do all of those things. okay. The issue here is I don't have a great attack. Like, I can attack for 3? Is that worth it? Because they can just chump, right? So I think I'm just going to wait. I don't want to attack with this and trade with those two. Especially because next turn this overruns. Summon Primal Ardyn. Okay. Catsroy down. 2 mana left. Oh my gosh, do you have a removal spell for this as well? That would be ridiculous. Wow. Okay. I mean, their deck is incredible. I'll give them props. They have a really, really nice deck. I'm gonna... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cycle this. I should have played Shinra Reinforcements. Alright. That's fine. They're just trying to survive, I get it. I have 16 cards left. Let's play Shinra Reinforcements. Okay, we milled some irrelevant cards, Final Days. And when we flashback Final Days, that's for 7 tokens. That's probably going to be tough for my opponent to deal with. So, you know, they've been getting a lot of mileage out of Ultros, but we've still been able to just continue playing to the board and putting pressure that way. So things look pretty good here for us. They still need to tap down the Rexor. Oh, Ultimecia is fantastic. Like, at this phase in the game, that is. But, unfortunately, like, they don't have anything to, they don't have anything they can do here. Four, 5, 6... They can syncopate for 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I feel like they can't just get away with not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 12 damage. Unless they have another spell. Maybe I should have kept the Town Greeter back, because now that I think about it, I'm like a little bit concerned that they can kill me with the Ultimecia. So they hit me for 4, 8, 11. And then, oh, that's lethal. And all these creatures come into play tapped. Yeah, I might have made a blunder, but at the same time, this forces them to block my Bal-MT Rexar. Okay. Okay, so now we kill the Ultimecia. Whew. Okay, they're at 1. I don't even know if I was supposed to do that. Like, what if they play a sweeper? Okay. Whew. They had a nice control shell there. Was not clear that we were going to win that one. But I'm happy that we were able to pull it out. We have some bombs, folks. We have some bombs. But liking the way that this deck's playing out so far. Definitely still need some removal, though. Ultros did a lot of work. Alright, opponent on the play here. Ooh, I do have the Ardyn. I'm going to keep this. I still, like, even if I don't get to play the Town Greeter on 2, I still have the Shinra Reinforcements that I can play on 3. It looks like they're playing a slower deck. Ooh, and we drew the green source, so this is all kinds of great. Ooh, okay. Well, the bad news, we milled the Saz. Saz. The good news, we milled Final Days. Oh, and we milled Esper Origins. Yes, I love it when the graveyard deck comes together. Amazing. I like how my opponent just like refuses to play cards. Do I want to cast this and let it get countered? Sure. Oh. I kind of want both. Well, so the Grand Pulse Ochu, like, I'm guaranteed to be able to get value out of it. But I think mostly I'm finding value in Cornered by Black Mages, which I want to draw. So as a result, I'm going to do this to make sure that I draw the permanent so that I can draw... This is mostly, to, like, it drew me a card, but it's also mostly to get Cornered by Black Mages going. Yeah. So, like, that was fine. Like, I drew a card, too, off of that. And I'm still putting pressure on my opponent. And there you go. I mean, this is exactly why we did what we did. Cornered by Black Mages. Gubu Gardener. Attack. Three, four, five, six. So we can play Colosseum Behemoth next turn. Hill Gigas. Yep. That's going to be a defensive Hill Gigas. Let's draw a card. Ooh, reach to her. I mean, I've done all my ramping, but on, like, you know, obviously if I played this turn 4, it would have been great. Thunder. Oh, big Thunder Magic. I want to get... Oh, I can get Saj. So instead of drawing a card, I can go look for a fat Chocobo. And also get counters on things. Okay. Okay, when this attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double the number of counters on that creature. Okay. Yeah, this is real. Ardyn is a real Magic card. Okay, it is not a real Magic card. Uh-oh, Heck dies! Let's get rid of Reach the Horizon. Like, what do you even do there? Yeah. Alright, well, you know what? The deck is playing out beautifully. Absolutely beautiful. Honestly, better than I imagined. Better than I imagined. I thought we could get some really clunky draws or have a bunch of mulligans, but this is playing out smooth. The important thing here is we just have, like, premium top end. So as long as we find, like, one of them, it's usually going to be enough to help, like, get us there. Alright, opponent on the play. Ooh. The classic turn 1 Sash's Chocobo. Saz's Chocobo? You all know what I mean. Also, this combos really well with the Precious Wanderings, although we only have one town left in our deck. Are we on the play? This would be amazing on the play. We are not on the play. That's sad. I mean, that says. Alright, red, white. Let's play this. Let's attack. Alright. Oh no! Not lightning! Okay. Well, I'm going to hope that these wanderings get me there. When this deals combat damage to a player... Maybe I don't, actually. Did they have a combat trick? Whatever. Oh my gosh, it's gonna work! Oh, we are the victors. We are the victors. Alright. Boom. Let's play some fat chocobos. Wow, that was amazing. I mean, they were all in on lightning. They were all in on lightning. If they had the +2/+2 spell, that would have been bad for us. But they didn't. And we got there. High risk, high reward. There were so many cards they could have had there. I am really not sure what I should have done. The thing is, I don't have a way to kill the lightning. So, I don't know if I'm just supposed to go for it there. Alright, on the play here, I'm going to keep this. It's 2 forests, but I do have a paulcheon Rexar to get land number 3 to play the Wanderings. Which I will do. Actually? Do I? I don't think so. I don't think I do, actually. Oh, that was good. Oh, you know I should have. So that I could play the Chocobo on curve. Another... Oof. They're going deep on Black Mage's Rods. Alright, well, I'm gonna get a Swamp here. Actually, I should get a black-green land. Okay, that's an Ardyn. I'm gonna play the Chocobo here just to stabilize the board. Undercity Dire Rat, okay. Ooh. That's really interesting because what I wanted to do was cycle paulcheon Rexar, get a land, and then play Reach the Horizon. But now I'm kind of tempted to go Chocobo. And then play Reach the Horizon. And then get like... two... let's see, I have... Alright, it doesn't really matter. Alright. I'm at 17. Summon Shiva. Is this an enchantment? It is, right? Okay. Alright, Colosseum Behemoth. Oh, never mind. Alright, Ardyn the Usurper. I'm glad the rat blocked. Let's get the rat. Boom. Yep. We played Ardyn, and it was good. So this tells me they don't have a kill spell for this, right? Like, if this happens... Like, you wouldn't do that unless you have a kill spell? Oh, honestly, I should have just blocked with the Chocobo, huh? I did not think about that. I can't imagine this going too badly for me. All right. Well, you know what? I also underestimated Sash's Chocobo. Like, our deck is just so capable. Like, our deck just never misses its land drops with, like, 16 lands, 4 Town Greeters, and 2 Ram spells. So this deck is playing out very, very well. Obviously, we're just winning with our absurd bombs, but still. Okay, opponent on the play. They snap kept, and we're going to snap keep as well. We have turn 2 Town Greeter, Esper Origins, Final Days. All good stuff. Gonna play the tap land here first. Let's see what they play turn 2. Black Mage's Rod. Town Greeter lines up very, very well with that. Okay, let's get a land. We did mill the Ardyn, so we're gonna need to get the reanimation spell, obviously. Cornered by Black Mages. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Wow, we got the fight on, so that's good. I don't think I need the ramp spell. Do I naturally want a land? Sure. My deck is very mana hungry after all. Okay. Resentful Revelation. We're going to flash this back to try to get some mana. And just, you know, put a good threat in play. Wow. Feels a little bit late for Sash's Chocobo. So let's put that in the graveyard. But I will take the Behemoth. I can actually play it next turn, which is fantastic. And I'm not going to attack right now. The thing is, there's a really good chance they just kill this. So I just want to have a blocker. Kuja! Uh-oh. 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 Okay, so 2 mana. Wait, they flipped this already? Oh my gosh. Okay. That is absurd. Okay. I guess we'll kill the Rod to take a little less damage. Also, this card doesn't seem particularly good. I guess it was good against that one opponent, but I don't have a lot of spells either, so it's just like, it does just keep me alive, I suppose. Alright, you know what? I think they're gonna get me. Uh-oh. I have, like, no removal spells. Yeah, that didn't do anything for me. Do I have a ramp spell in my graveyard? Cornered by Black Mages doesn't do much. It just makes them sack this. And I'm pretty far, like, I'm just gonna play the Fat Chocobo here. Because I'm still 1 mana away from casting Ardyn. So Ardyn, I'm gonna want to do next turn. Like, even for example, next turn I can even fight on and get back Town Greeter to just make sure that I can find a way to get a land. Oh, okay. Well, every time they play a spell, I take 4 damage. That doesn't seem right. Black Mage's Rod. Oh god. This is what happens when you don't have removal. Sometimes you lose to other rares. You know what? That's fair. That's totally fair. We're at 1 life. What the hell? Alright, they got us. I don't see a way out of this. They just cast this next turn and I die. Alright, Kuja! Kuja's a good one. One of the best rares in the set, it seems. Wow, they flipped that thing right away. So according to this, I have 3 of the top 10 rares in the set. Yep. We have Ardyn, Sag, and apparently Esper Origins is also up there too. Alright, I'm going to keep this. I have the Ardyn. Come on, Undercity Dire Rat. Okay, let's trade. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I take the 2? If they attack me? Yeah, I'll take it. I don't think taking 2 is going to be the make or break here. Oh, they kept the 2-lander? Okay. Let's go Town Greeter. Woo! Nice. Hitting Capital City is great with the Town Greeter. Gain some life. What do we have to get back? Nothing much. Probably gonna have to play this, although this is like so bad as a way to get black mana. Okay. Happy with that trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Again, we need to find like more swamps. Gaelic Cat, okay. Alright, that's a Sagittarius Chocobo. Yeah, honestly, I don't even think this is good. Because I need to get to 9 mana. So I'm gonna cycle this. Oh, I tapped wrong. Oh, well. Okay, well. Chocobo. Land. Ochu. Like, we just need one more black source, and I didn't want it to be the capital city. Like, worst case scenario, I will cast Fight On and just, like, get my stuff back. That's Gaelic Cat. Okay. Do I give them the treasure here? Let's keep our life total high. Oh, wow. Well, that changes things. That just seems like a far better play. Gains me life, plays a 6/6. Lets me try to race. And if I naturally draw a swamp, it's still very good for me. And if I don't naturally draw a swamp, well, I can just play Fight On and try to find a black source with the Town Greeter. Oh, they have Vane's Treachery? Okay. Fair enough. Although they lost an artifact, but I assume they're going to have an artifact to play here. Oh, that was not very good then. I guess it was their only line. Tonberry. Okay. Okay. I mean, I should be able to beat all this, like, somewhat small ball stuff. Okay, hit a swamp. Okay, black Greenland. And I can play it tapped, right? And that's totally fine. Yeah. Let's get that to gain some life. Let's play it tapped. And no attacks. Okay. We milled a fat chocobo. Seems pretty good to get back. All right, 3 in the air. If they pass, I don't think I want to play Ardyn, right? Okay, then this is fine. Then I play Ardyn. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I mean, Fat Chocobo just gives the most value, so let's do that. Yep. Yep. Ardyn is a silly magic card. Why is it so big? It's a 4/4. Like, at least make it like a 2/2, you know? Just so there's like a little more instant speed counterplay, but whatever. It's an 8 mana spell. It's supposed to win you the game. All right, 6 and 1. This might be the strongest deck that I've drafted, just in terms of not synergy, but sheer level of bombs. Like Esper Origins, Ardyn, plus what's the other one? I have one more. Oh, Sag? Yeah. Oh, there it is. It's literally in my hand. Okay. Anyways. Absolutely keeping this hand. I'll give up a point of damage to play the tap land. Tonberry. Okay. All right. Let's get one of these. Put a counter there. Boom. Hey, 2/2 Death Touch. It's pretty nice. X Death, okay. Am I on the offensive or the defensive? Let's go with defensive here. Let's play Sag. Let's get Fat Chocobo. We'll take the 2 here. The way that I look at it is there's a really good chance they kill this. And then I want to have this trade with the X Death. And then this is going to help us stabilize. And then if we draw a land where we have the Colosseum Behemoth, which is fine. Yep. No blocks. Ooh, all of the very large Chocobi. The way I look at this is if they, like, kill my Fat Chocobo, like, I got them to use a removal spell in Fat Chocobo and they hit me, and I think I'm okay with that. So if I draw a land here, it's actually kind of interesting. This adds the least to the board. This has Death Touch, right? Okay. Six mana. Okay. Namazu Trader. Okay. Balam T Rexar is not bad. Yeah, I mean, I just really don't care, like, what trades here. Like, happy to trade the Chocobo with something. Okay, let's kill the Trader. It's a bigger body. Play Balam T Rexar. Big creatures every single turn. Let's go. Alright, they're on 6 mana. Tonberry attacks. They probably have their own Balamti Rexar or a Marlboro. Oh, Gigantode. Okay. And a Dire Rat. Sure. Okay. Let's attack. Actually, attacking is pretty bad because they can double block. Alright, let's just play this. The behemoth can attack. Although I guess now the Gigantode is a 6/6, whatever. I mean, now I should just attack with like both of these creatures. Okay, Deadly Dispute is a good one. I mean, they have been doing a very, very good job here. And it looks like they found a Chocobo kick. Yikes. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 mana, so I can go like Chocobo plus Fight On, which is pretty good. Oh, that is way better for me than I would have guessed. Okay, that is way better for me than I would have hoped for or guessed or however you want to chop it up. I don't know what to get with Saj. Like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Like, do I get the Saj now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, Saj getting the 1/1 does it? Yeah, that's not that good. It might actually just be better to get these two. I gotta play the land here so I can cast Fight On. Alright. Well, we're gonna get a little more value here than our opponent, hopefully. Commune with Beavers, we'll see what they hit. They hit... Oh, wow, Vanille. Okay. Oh, they have a nice deck. Oh, they hit the giant thing! They hit the 7/7. Uh-oh. That can kill my Chocobo, too. Alright. Let's get back. Whew. Certainly this. Do I want a Balamti Rexar or something else? Yeah, I'm still gonna get Saj. Okay. We're just doing what we can here. Okay. Yep, that's fine. You get a treasure. Play this. Let's draw a card. And cornered by... You know, actually, cornered by Black Mages is not that bad here. Okay, well, it got worse. Okay, they hit a bitter... Their deck is really nice. Oh, ho, ho. We hit another behemoth, though, which is very, very good for us. So do I want to play Saz? Or do I just want to play a giant thing? Let's get the Saz. Let's get a Chocobo. Let's play Chocobo. Let's target our opponent. They'll sack the reinforcements, I'm sure. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to hold the land. Our board looks quite nice. And we still have the behemoth in our hand. 2 cards in hand for the opponent, along with the revelation. And also, I mean, this Ochu is... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, now I'm feeling incredible. Hectize and Bard's Bow. They probably have a land, maybe a 2-drop. Nope. Okay. So let's play the land. Let's put a counter here and then double it. So now it's a 4/5. Yeah. My question is do I pump this thing? Or do I just play the behemoth? I think I just play the behemoth. And, I'll hold off on that one. I mean, there's just like no way they can come back from this, right? Okay. Okay. Summon. Okay, yeah, they're dead. Whew. I mean, they had a nice deck. They had a nice deck, but we just had the bombs. Like, we had the Saj. We actually didn't need Ardyn that game, but Saj was good enough, and all the value that we got. I am so happy that we took that fight on, like, midway through pack number 2, just because, you know, normally that's a card that you expect to get pretty late, but, like, once you're, like, halfway through pack 2 and you haven't found this type of effect, like, it is so important for the self-mill deck to have at least one copy of this card. So I think that was really, really key in us, like, being able to build some redundancy in the black-green deck, because that's what it's looking to do. But let's figure out some learnings from this draft video. I'm happy that I made the switch to Reach the Horizon. This is obviously a Reach the Horizon deck with the top end that we had. So very, very happy with that. Sash's Chocobo was incredible. It was really, really strong. Good with the mana ramp. Obviously ridiculous turn 1. I don't know why I wasn't a believer in this, but I definitely am now. This card is just awesome. So Sash's Chocobo is good. Obviously combos well with the Saj. 4 copies of Town Greeter, excellent, right? We had 2 flashback cards in our graveyard, but it also just works really well with cards like the Fight On, helps us with the Ardyn, and then also it made it so that the Grand Pulse Ochu also got very, very big. So that was a good combination. Don't have to go super deep into the bombs. You know, obviously Esper, Origin, Saj, and Ardyn are all fantastic, fantastic rares. These are among the best rares in the entire set. Ardyn, full stop, when I'm recording this right now, is the best rare in the entire set, which is pretty incredible considering it's an 8 mana card. But that's how good this card is, because it gives you 9 power and 9 toughness worth of stats, plus it's a menace creature with lifelink, right? And then if you just get a creature that gives you value when it comes into play, it's just that much better. So yeah, I'm really happy with the direction that I went with the Ardyn. Many, many times I have tricked myself where I would first pick an Ardyn, and then the next pick, I take what is like the best card in a vacuum and not necessarily the best card that goes with the Ardyn. That's an issue that I've run into before. So for example, an older version of myself, might have seen Ardyn pack 1. Obviously, you take it. And then pack 2, you see the Moogle Merchant. And you're like, well, Moogle Merchant is just a very good card. You always want to play Moogle Merchant. It's a really good card. But if you want to maximize on Ardyn, you really need to go down 2 paths, which is either Dimir Control with lots of card draw so you don't miss your land drops, so that you can cast this naturally, or in a Golgari deck, which I think is probably the best shell for this, because not only can you ramp into it, but you will also have ways to recur it out of your graveyard, just with cards like Fight On and Rydia's Return. And also, I mean, you know, if you have like 4 copies of Town Greeter and Shinra Reinforcements, the 5-mana reanimation spell would also have been very, very solid in this deck. So I think we committed to this. If you open the best rare in the entire set, guess what? You're not going to pivot away from it. It's just that good. That's just how it is. Like, look, I mean, look at our cards. We didn't get that many black cards, but it didn't matter. You know why? Because this won us half of our game still. That's how good this card is. And when you open cards of this power level, you know, unless I get past 4 Shantotos in a row or something, I'm going to stay the course and try my best to draft around this card. And it paid off very, very well. And we are now turning things around. Yes, we now have back-to-back trophies here. That is trophy number 5. And we have now boosted our win rate around 64%. So now we're in the mid-60s. And hopefully we can continue our winning ways with a very different deck. Right? The last deck was a nice little blue-red control deck. And this time it was a Golgari deck. And of course, we had just an unreasonable number of busted bombs that got us there. But hey, it was passed to us. We took the cards and we played with the cards. And of course, we ended up getting the trophy. So really, really good feeling. So now I'm feeling pretty good about just where I'm at with the limited format heading into the Pro Tour. Probably like 20 drafts in at this point. And, you know, hoping to get maybe, I'll probably be close to 30 drafts in by the Pro Tour. And so that should at least keep me up to par with many of the Pro Tour competitors so that I don't completely make a fool out of myself at the Pro Tour, which of course is always what I'm trying to do when I'm commentating these events. Like I said, I take it very seriously and I make sure I get the reps in to make sure that I somewhat sound like I know what I'm talking about, despite some of the haters. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you need booster boxes just to crack open some packs of Final Fantasy, or you wanted some singles for your nice standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need that sweet deck box. You need playmats. You need their brand new curved sleeves. Check them out. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.